Oh boy, this video has took a completely different direction from what I was going to make this morning because I just seen something that made me so disappointed that we gotta have that as the main topic today. So of course, just like usual, I'm not here to waste y'all's time. Whatever you gotta do, make sure that like button is blue. If you support one of the only 2K creators that actually gives their opinion and doesn't care about a logo, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get right into the news. So I was going to make a video today. We were going to talk about some news, and we still are, of course, but something really just ticked me off so bad that we have to talk about it and make it a focal point of the video. It has to be in the beginning so nobody misses it. You guys know that 2K added back in real player percentage layups this year. Into the park, rec, stage, you can use it anywhere in the game. Now, I've used it because it's very good. Why would you not use it if 2K has it very good in the game? Sometimes I'm on real player percentage, sometimes I'm on high risk. It just depends on if I'm missing some wide opens. But we all know that real player percentage layups go in way too much. Now we have actual percentage test between normal risk profile layups, not low, normal risk, and real player percentage. Now you guys tell me real quick, just think about it in your brain. Do you think that real player percentage is going to be a higher percent or normal risk where you have to time it yourself, user timing? I would guess that most of you guys in a perfect world would think that normal risk where you have to time it should go in more if you time it correctly, which is what this test is. Well, it's not, okay? So 2K Toots put out a test right here versus 85 interior defense and a 90 driving layup is going to make 68% of layups versus 85 interior without having to time it. Normal risk, where you have to time it, is 56, a 12% difference. Driving layup rating 75, 52% versus 44, 8% difference. 25 layup, still a 12% difference. Now from that, we can probably guess that high risk, timing it correctly, right? Timing it correctly, which is what he does on his test, would probably still come out to around the same percent. Obviously, we would expect higher results for high risk versus normal. But let's say they came out to even, which is probably best, right? 8% difference, 12% is what we just seen. Let's say real player percent and high risk. What? How does that make any sense, 2K? We have now regressed as a community where we had green or miss, and now timing it for you is coded in the game better than timing your own layup. It's just, I don't even have words to describe how horrible that is in terms of any type of skill gap for the game. But most of us already actually knew this before we even seen the test. Like, we knew that real player percentage is really good. And yes, like I said, I do use it from time to time, but that doesn't mean it should be in the game. You see what I'm saying? I'm just using it because it's there, and it's just that ridiculous. So anyway, he also dropped another one right here that a lot of people were upset with. Jump shot number 1. Okay, this is the same jump shot. One he put on very slow, one was very quick. Same jump shot, just different speeds, and very slow had a 3% bigger green window, which he said was about 10% boost for going very slow. Now, I have no idea what 2K did this year with making it a bigger green window for changing your release speed by 1, and then it changes again, then you put this release on it, changes this, and it's just too much. Now, that video actually went off for 2K Toots, and his comment section, as you guys see right here, every week there's some BS with the shooting system. From quick draw to this. Worst 2K I've ever seen. Moving green windows, which are in the game, by the way. We know that. Shot contest is broken. Paint defense. It should have never been this complicated. This game fell off. Like, it's too much, 2K. And honestly, I would even argue that the very fast jump shot release speed should have a higher green window than the very slow, because it's faster, which means, of course, with all the 5,000 different shot timings as well, that you have more of a chance to have user error on a faster shot than a slower shot. But I would say just the perfect in the middle would just be have every release speed. It's the same jump shot, same releases, just have it as the same green window. Why is the game doing this? I don't know. Now y'all know that in my last video that's seen it, the last news video, I talked about I've been taking a break from 2K because I put 450 hours in September of playing the game plus editing, and then in early October I did the no money spent Wimby grind, 60 to 99 overall, no money spent. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely need to after this video. It's a 4-hour video. It's the best video I'm going to post this year. It took 20 days in total of my life to do, editing and gameplay. I'll have it at the end. You can click it or tap it to go to it. But I've been on Call of Duty, right? A lot of people in the 2K community go to Call of Duty. I've been taking a little break from the game. I just came back recently. I played 20, 30 games, 40 maybe since I came back, and I've been mostly on my 7-foot playmaker that I've been really enjoying playing on. And I don't understand why we're going backwards as a community. Why the game is allowing players, even on high risk profile, to make whites. What was even the point of adding normal risk, low risk, high risk, if on high you can still make whites decently consistent? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But 2K today, as I'm making this video, has a double level event out right now. By the way, you guys see in this gameplay, I'm using high risk reward. But to get the double level, you have to buy some clothing. You have to, and the cheapest one is 10,000 VC, which is $3 to $4, something like that. So you have to pay $3 to $4 to play in this event that's only for like a day to get double level. And I know people that make every excuse for 2K are just, oh, they can't wait right now. They're smacking the keyboard. Oh, it's only $3 $4. Oh, you're just broke. Oh, you're just complaining. The little things will add up. We excuse things. We enable it. Oh, it's just this. It's just that. And then it becomes a mid-tier issue. And, oh, it's just this. And then it becomes high-tier issues because 2K thinks they can get away with it. And that's where we are now. Like, what? I don't even know, bro. I don't even, maybe I'm living in a different reality than other people, but this is just insane to me, everything that's going on. Like, actually mind-blowing. But let's talk about something else, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to make money while just watching some streams. Yes, I'm not even kidding. Let's hop into the sponsor of our video, 1v1 Me. On this app, you can make money by just watching others play. You see top matchups of the day: Warzone, 2K25, Madden. Pick whatever game you're most confident in. They've paid over $50 million out to users. And it's just like any other app. You go to the App Store, type in 1v1 Me, download it. It's that easy. Once you get on there, you can load up money by going with Apple Pay, credit card, PayPal, Venmo, and with my link in the description and code BadgePlug, you will get a free extra $10 for your first game. Now you see, you just scroll down. It's this easy. 2K25, Madden. You can pick whatever users you think are good. Like, okay, Acardy's going to win today. I'm going with him. I put $10 in, $36 if Acardy wins this game for just putting $10 in. So guys, remember, if you want to play, code BadgePlug for an extra $10, and also you need to be 18 or older to play. Thank you, 1v1 Me, for sponsoring this video. Anyway, we've got a few more tests and statistics to look into of some proven things on 2K25. By the way, let me know if you guys enjoy looking at these as well. If not, I'll stop doing them as much. But anyway, 2K Toots figured out right here that at a 79 rebound versus 78 is when you're going to get a new animation that does look a lot better for grabbing rebounds. I wish that he would have showed all of them in his video, but that's something to keep in mind, and it kind of does make sense because I think right at 80 rebound is where you get Silver Rebound Chaser, so that would make a little bit of sense. Now, 2K Labs did a test on Deadeye. You guys see right here, it's going to go up. Gold, I believe, is the sweet spot. At the max, though, Legend is going to give you a 35% difference. I do believe Hall of Fame was only 32, so Legend is not a big jump. Keep that in mind, but it does look like Bronze is one of the best bang for your buck badges in the game, as they said in the video as well. So just keep all that in mind when you're going to make a build. You know, don't waste your money. That's why I like showing those as well, so you guys really get those stats. But in previous 2Ks, a lot of them, your stats could go over 99 in takeover and things like that, off dime or whatever. But 2K Toots figured out right here that at least for his test, your stats will not go over 99. Okay, you don't need to watch the whole video, but basically your stats are not going to go above 99 like in previous years. You can go check it out if you want, just, you know, for the proof or whatever. But it also says that in the takeover meter screen and stuff, it does say 99 maxed when you have a 99 stat. So obviously we just want to check and make sure, because, you know, with 2K, you never really know until you actually know, right? So it's good to just make sure. But OFAB, a former 2K League professional, tweeted this out, and it got a lot of people talking. Got 483 likes, 100,000 plus views. He said, "Did 2K touch shooting? I feel like everyone is missing more now. That was about a week ago as I'm making this video, and you see Dignify commented and said, definitely feels like it. Now, it was just a few days ago when I came back to 2K, and at first, I was actually greening everything. Like, I never took off. I was making everything, and it was like the next day or two, I came on, and I don't know, something was really odd with my shooting. Maybe my latency was way higher. I'm not really sure, but I do feel actually like 2K changed something in the shooting for a day or two, and then they like changed it back. Or 2K is so weird. We know now for sure that they can change the gameplay with just hot fixes. A patch doesn't have to drop. You literally just go back to your main menu, or you just load up the game after the hotfix comes out, and you will have this change to the sliders. So we never really know if 2K or Mike Wang is sitting there playing DJ with the sliders like, oh, one day shooting's gonna be harder, let's test it out. Oh, steals are gonna be easier, steals are gonna be harder. Like, we really don't know, but I want you guys to let me know in the comment section how you have felt about shooting lately. After the patch, except for that one day or two, I'm just lights out. I think I shoot like 57% from 3 this season so far, and my build that you're seeing right here, it does have Hall of Fame set shot specialist or legend if I put the max +1 on, but it only has like I think it's like a 83 3-pointer. It's because I have a high mid range that it has it. So I do believe that's a pretty good percentage, and plus I'm not sweating. I told you guys, like, I don't play this game very seriously anymore where I have to win every single game and stuff like that. But I do just mostly get on to have fun and make content at the moment, because the game, you just can't take it very serious. You know what I'm saying? You really can't. But anyway, Wajplug said, hate to be that guy, but the Halloween event just shows you more that 2K is slowly taking from us. Used to get 99 boost in every category in Gatorade or close. This year I got a few boost in like 12,000 VC. Now I completely agree with this Wajplug guy, because that's the same thing that happened to me. I only got like 12,000 VC, 20 something boost. I used to literally get 99 in both categories. 50,000 VC or something. Like, I used to get way more. And that's just a sign of showing you guys that 2K is taking more and more from people. Now, some actually did get a good amount of stuff, but most people did not. Now, the funniest excuse I've seen, because they do it every time, like, it's actually amazing. I've seen 2-3 people make an excuse under my tweet. Oh, you guys wanted a smaller city, and this is what happens when you get a smaller city, because there's less places to get the trick-or-treating rewards. What? All you have to do, if we were living in a correct world right here and 2K wasn't trying to literally take more and more and people keep making excuses, which is disgusting, is just per spot give you better rewards. Wow! You don't need a gigantic city. No, just per spot you get better rewards. How crazy is that, guys? Think about that. It's insane. People were making excuses. Again, now B1 said they really cut off trick-or-treating just as I got home from work. Now, you would think on Halloween, a Halloween trick-or-treating event, it would go to midnight. Well, for a lot of people, it actually didn't. You see another tweet from A-Card. He said, I can't trick-or-treat anymore on 2K at 7:30 p.m. on Halloween. What the F is wrong with this game? 7:30 for some people. It wasn't there. Guys, people have lives, family, friends, jobs, obligations, errands to run. That's crazy, bro. It's actually insane. This is one of those things where it didn't affect me, but it still is very annoying, because I want to stand up for the average player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand people got things to do, and it just blows my mind that just because something doesn't apply or affect someone else, they're like, oh, it doesn't happen to me. Oh, this glitch in the game doesn't happen to me. Like, that's great, bro. That's honestly, I'm very happy for you, but it's happening for a lot of other people. This issue is happening to other people, right? So you guys see this guy, though, got 1 million VC. Yeah, I watched the video, unless he's like an amazing Photoshopper or I don't know what, because I watched the actual video. He got 1 million VC. So I guess that's where most of our rewards went, is 2K gave some people 1 million VC so that, you know, people can be like, oh, I seen this guy get 1 million VC. Stop complaining. You just got unlucky. Bro, it's very obvious. We see from the quest, we're getting less VC. We see from the rewards, the events, we're getting less VC. Like, it's bad out here. But let's check out some videos, man. You guys know, like I said in the previous videos, I've never ever got more clips sent to me than in 2K25. Like, it's not even close of how much is happening this year versus other years. Like, the consistency of very weird things happens so much more on this game. It's mind-blowing, bro. Like, I just don't have, I'm getting tagged every single day in crazy stuff. So this video right here, this dude's gonna go down. Very tight layup. Real player percentage, bro. Real player percentage. These are just people that follow me, that watch the videos, sending me these clips, tagging me in them. Let's check out another one, okay? So this guy's gonna come down. You know, some defense is being played. Rhythm shot, light pressure. And he made 2 whites. He didn't even excellent one of them. Light pressure. Not even a slightly, guys. It wasn't even a slightly fast or a slightly early. No, they were both whites. They were both like, bro, it breaks my brain how we've gone backwards. Now, this guy sent me some skill-based matchmaking clips because even though it's not the hot topic anymore, it does still need to be talked about. Once you get to a certain tier, the game penalizes you heavily. This is a 15-minute clip, something like that. You guys can see on the right. 15-minute clip of him in theater not getting a game. Not being able to get a game. And I told you guys, it's not because most people want to play bums, okay? I'm so fine with playing good people. Competition. I love playing competition. Every year I go to areas that give me competition. Like sometimes throughout the year, and you guys have seen the videos, like last year I went to the stage and I played 2K League players, 3v3 court. Or I go to Pro-Am, I'll play some Pro-Am. But public matchmaking, I just don't agree with it being like that because of all the negatives that it gives you. And that's not even talking about waiting times and things like that. It's also the future of where this can go. And we've already seen people getting matched up. You guys know 2K is notorious for having bad servers. So people are now getting matched up with people from like Asia and Russia and Europe that live in America, which means they're going to have more latency, more lag on top of a game that's already notorious for having bad servers. I mean, we could go on and on without even touching into the topic of playing people around your skill level. You know what I'm saying? We could just keep on going. And the future, which Call of Duty has, is called engagement optimized matchmaking, is something that 2K could already have in the game or could have in the future, where it's literally an algorithm that plays with your emotions, guys. It says, okay, this game I'm going to throw someone at you that's a 90 win percent because you've won 3 games in a row. We're going to statistically give you a game that you're much more likely to lose. So you lose that game, you're like, man, 2K sucks. I don't even really feel like I want to play. And then they're like, you know what? He just lost that game. Let's throw him a bot. Let's throw him a bum. Someone he can have fun against. Now, not really have to try too hard and win the game. And that's going to make you happy. You're like, oh, I just won that game. Now I want to keep playing. And you're just in this cycle of emotion the entire time. And an algorithm that knows you and knows the player base better than you know yourself is consistently playing with your mind. So if they don't take skill-based matchmaking out, if you're one of those people that love it, all I suggest is to just nerf it a little bit. Lower it down. Why should someone who plays the game, you don't even have to be someone that plays the game a lot to get to purple tier. I think it's like 50 games or something like that. You just have to be decent at the game to get up there. Why would those people get penalized and have to wait 15 minutes for a game? Why should someone that plays good basketball, let's say in solo rec, they've earned GOAT tier from playing solo rec and playing good ball, getting a high teammate grade every game, you know, getting their teammates involved and winning games, come home from work and just want to play, and they have to play, they have to literally sit in a 10-minute waiting room to get a game. Like, that's insane to me. It doesn't happen to everyone, but it's insane. So this guy tweeted out and he said, why am I making whites with high risk reward? And it's just like we've been talking about earlier in the video. Why are we going backwards? It doesn't make sense to me the direction 2K is going in. It really does not. This guy right here played against an AI, and the AI had 255 close shot, 255 layup, drive and dunk. Now, I don't know if that's how he actually played or whatever, but that's crazy. Anyway, this dude, he sent me a tweet. He said, I beat this week's leader on the leaderboard, but my time isn't showing #1 outside on the leaderboard on the inside. And you guys know that that's going to give you a million VC for being #1 on the race of the week. And it's very odd because 2K has done things like this. I don't know if he ever got it resolved, but if you guys don't remember old 2K history, of course, we don't need to be rewriting 2K history. So that's what I'm here for and a lot of things. There was some suspicion going on with people winning these old races of the week. People would look up their gamer tag or their PSN and they apparently didn't exist. 2K apparently was giving 1 million VC to bots or 500K VC to people that are literally not even real. So I don't know if that's what's going on and their leaderboards are broken, but you probably wouldn't put it past 2K that that's something happening in the game. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put it past 2K because we know how 2K is and we've seen so much in this video. Real quick, I just want to say some people will talk about the titles or the tags or the thumbnail of the videos, and it's like we have literally had about 20 pictures plus videos in total in this video. There's no way to describe what's gonna happen out of 20 pictures and videos with one title and one thumbnail, you know? So sometimes I just like to have it as like the main point because I feel like one of the main points was the shooting, and sometimes you just really can't do anything. Like there's not much you can do. I can't just say, oh, this news video is about shooting and the race of the week and this and that and this and that and high risk profile. Like, bro, it's just not possible. What do you want me to do? You know, some people think I'm just the master titler out here and nothing affects me. I can just perfectly give you exactly what's going to happen. No, we have so much to talk about usually that you can't really just put it all in there. Just be like, okay, that's what it is, you know? So I just wanted to talk about that. But guys, I want you to just let me know in the comment section down below if you have watched the Wemby video and if you enjoyed it. But let's talk about 2K as you're typing that in, okay? Because I want to talk about the current state of the game. You guys know I talked about I took a break from the game, I'm back on the game, how I felt about it, but we really only talked about how my shooting performance has been since I've got back on the game. I don't notice a lot of difference. I'm not sure if 2K has done much of a change besides maybe they did change the shooting a little bit in the past few weeks since I've took this time off. However, the game to me, it still feels like almost exactly what I've been telling you guys for 2 or 3 videos now, where I just simply cannot take it serious. I'm not trying to win every single game anymore. I'm not sitting up elbows to knees and trying to get a 95 win percent. Bro, at this point, I'm cool with like an 85. I think mine's like a 91 right now. And I'm playing on my 7-foot freaking dribbling build, which isn't meta. You know, I could be running and fading with a 99 mid-range. That's the meta on the 2s. Or, you know, I could be playing 3s with a 99 3-point guard and a lockdown. And I'm still going to do that from time to time. Like, I do have a 99 mid-range Kobe build, so I'll do it. But most of my games, I can't do that, guys. I can't do it. I'm sorry for the people that want to watch that. I just want to have fun when I get on, right? I just want my 7-foot dribbler is so unique and so different that it gives me a sort of, I can get on the game and have some entertainment, you know, because I'm doing something that most people aren't, and it's I feel like it's a skill gap build. But in terms of the skill gap of the game, it's just still so low, and we can see that 2K is now literally reverting back skill gap with no more maker, like you have to green it or you miss. The green or miss, you know, implement that has been in the game for 2 to 3 years that we thought was probably just going to stick for a long time. So it's very obvious, guys. It's very obvious the direction 2K is going in. They are trying to make it very playable for people that don't even, like, you can play the game an hour a week and they still want you to be able to hop on, be able to shoot decently. And I understand, like we've talked about before, if you're a casual player, that's completely fine with me. I'm not one of those YouTubers that hates casual players, and because I'm a casual player in a bunch of other games, right? So I can see how people feel on those games when I get on there and, you know, things like that. But it's very obvious the direction is going back towards, we want everyone who gets on the game, the majority of people, to not have to put a bunch of time in to learn the game and figure it out. We just want people to hop on and hoop. And in doing that, you know, it's going to lower the skill gap of the game. And it's going to do that a pretty good amount. Steals and blitzes are just very, very inconsistent with, you know, the lanes, the interceptions. Like one game you drop 5 steals in a row. One game you get all 5 steals. And it's just not how it used to be. I understand someone's going to be like, oh, that's what happens in real life. it's just so much more inconsistent than it has been in other 2Ks, and that is where my issue lies in terms of if the game wanted to actually have a skill gap, right? So they want people to be able to get those fluke wins, those wins where you shouldn't have won, but hey, you escaped with it. You somehow got it, bro. You got the win. Congrats. And they want you to feel happy about that. But the direction that we're going in, especially like I was telling you with the skill-based matchmaking in the futures, could be really bad, bro. It could be really bad where you're going to play against someone because you've won 2 or 3 games in a row, let's say, for example. Now you could play against someone from Asia and you live in, California, or let's say Idaho, and you're already on top of a notoriously bad server game going to have even worse connection. A lot of people don't understand that that's more than likely the outcome that we are going to face. So when people are like, oh, it hasn't happened yet, we keep doing this with the small excuses. Oh, it's just this. Oh, it's just that. And then it happens, and now we're like, oh, well, how did we get here? Well, we got here because we keep excusing this issue, and now we've excused this issue. And then 2K thinks, okay, let's keep going. And obviously, if you look at Call of Duty, they've had skill-based matchmaking in the game for years and years now. Years upon years, Call of Duty has had skill-based matchmaking. Call of Duty actually sells, I believe, when I looked at it, about 2 to 3 times more copies on average than 2K. Right now, Call of Duty is the best-selling Call of Duty ever for like the first week or so of the game. I remember seeing a stat saying that it was like top 3. I think it was, in the first 3 days, it was the highest selling COD ever. I don't know if it's still following that trend, but it's obvious that Call of Duty benefits from skill-based matchmaking. The majority of players, most people I would say don't even know, by the way, but the majority of players enjoy skill-based matchmaking. And it goes back to what I was saying about 2K. In every game, a very small percentage of the 2K players watch YouTubers and streamers. A lot of people are just casual players. They just get on the game and hoop. So let's say Call of Duty, this game sells 30 million copies throughout the entire year. Maybe 1 million or 2 of them consistently, or just like, 1 or 2 times a week, watch Call of Duty videos, right? Like the most viewed guy is FaZe Jev, who gets like 1 million views, but that's because the game just came out. So let's see what he gets in, like 5 months. Let's say it goes down to 500K. So in a few months, that average will go down. So 20 plus million people, they don't even know skill-based matchmaking is really in the game, most likely. But it doesn't need to be known. They enjoy it because of that. Because if they go into a lobby where they play one of the best players in the world and they get smacked up, then they're not really going to want to play the next game. It's just an algorithm, guys. The algorithm knows the majority of players and how they feel. Not everybody. They don't know it perfectly, trust me. But it's obvious that it works, and 2K has implemented it this year. There's a high chance that it keeps going forward. You see what I'm saying? Even if a lot of people don't know, it's still their experience on the game, where they're not having to play that good of people because of their skill level. And I understand skill-based matchmaking. I'm not against it in terms of that either. But I would never want to get on a game and every time, just because I'm not good at the game, never play anyone good. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on that. The beauty of matchmaking is not so you can play bums. It's so that one game you can play the best players in the world. I mean, I can run into the #1 ranked player on, let's say, Call of Duty or 2K or whatever, get smacked up, learn from it, maybe not learn from it, right? In the next game, I can play people around my skill level. And okay, I'm doing pretty good. Did decent in this lobby. The next game, I can do good enough to where I'm really impressed with my skill. I can notice, hey, now that I just played the #1 guy in the world, I learned a little bit from that. So now that I'm playing people around this level, I took some tips, I took some tricks from that, I learned from it. Now I'm hooping. Now I'm playing really good. That's the beauty of it. In Call of Duty, for example, like one game you could drop a nuke. You could go on a 25 kill streak, 30 kill streak. The next game, you could go double negative because you join up a game and you're playing against a 3-man or a 4-party, and they're going crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. And I don't understand why so many people don't want it to be like that. But my biggest issue is not even that. Like I told you guys, it's the future of where skill-based matchmaking can go in terms of making you literally lag on a game that already forever has had bad connection, bad input latency, whatever you want to call it. On no game do I have even as close as I do of bad input as 2K. This game has made me buy a certain controller. You know, we've talked about like the Victrix and stuff. Buy a certain monitor to get less input latency. Like, I've even called my internet company multiple times and got a different internet service. Like, it's that crazy to have this most specific, as little amount of latency as I can. No other game makes me do that. 2K does that on top of, now you're going to be playing from people from Asia and different countries. Good luck. Anyway, guys, here's the Wimby video. Click it, tap it if you want to watch it. Click it, tap it. It'll take you to that video. I'm leaving, so you might as well, bro. You might as well just go. Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, all right. I know you're going to watch that video. I know you're going to do it. Click it, tap it. I'm out of here. Peace.